All right. Oh, yeah, you were last in my seat. That's why I'm like, why is this off a little bit? It's because you adjusted it for you.
God forbid.
Yeah, jeez. Inconsiderate.
You're editing this episode?
Yes. Piece of garbage. I'm just cutting this whole front end off. Okay, piece of cake. Just gotta go a little crazy. Okay, let's do this.
If that doesn't make it into the bloopers, I don't know what will.
Ooh, shake it out. Reload.
All right.
Okay.
When do we want to begin?
Right now?
Right now?
Right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cash and Quill.
Today's topic is going to be martial classes like Fighter, Rogue, and Barbarians are mostly useless at high levels.
Ooh, that's a good topic there. I think on our spellcasting, we somewhat skimmed over the idea of it.
Yeah, probably. A little.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That just happens to be how we feel about it. What do you think? Did you watch the previous episode?
Video right here.
Link in the description.
Let's actually get to it. Can I actually read it?
No.
Oh, yeah. You're
Still a piece of garbage.
like Fighter Rogue? She put rogues in there, I guess. I mean, yeah. Barbarians are mostly useless at higher levels. So she excluded Rangers, Paladins, Warlocks, and Monks. Monks aren't in there.
I would think that this question is mostly from a newer perspective. Because, I know she doesn't have as much experience with all the classes on a regular basis, especially going up to higher levels. Mm-hmm. Especially with me as her DM.
Yeah, you're pretty crapper.
You suck, dude.
Yeah, you're just straight up dookie, I guess.
So do you think from a realistic edit that out. I want you to know that I made a pause there just for you.
You ruined it. Crap. What was your question?
I hadn't finished it yet.
Okay.
So would you think this is...
Hold on. Let me start with questions. How about that? So, I don't think you've had too much experience high-level stuff, right?
Not above level 12.
Do you think that there's already a big difference in martial and magic at that point?
I was always told from my beginning stages of D&D that martial classes are really good at low level, and then as you gain higher level, they don't gain as many perks.
It doesn't really compare to reality warping spells that magic casters can just They can do damage beyond belief, but martial characters are pretty much only excluded to one-on-one. Maybe they can fight a couple people, but they're not armies worth of power. And I think that's where the big divide happens.
Well, wouldn't you say that the spells that wizards can cast, they might be able to do huge damage in 2 seconds, but the fighter over the long term could probably deal more damage?
A lot of the martial classes, they do reset on a short rest and can keep going, while a lot of the magic casters, it's one and done for the day. Meaning the spell slots do not recuperate over those short rests, except arcane recovery, or I think even druids have a kind of recovery, but that's only good for so much. Spell slots run out while swords don't.
Do you think that it changes depending on which class you're talking about? So like druids become less useful versus wizards at a certain level, or is it like flat across the board?
I think it's pretty across the board. Clerics, druids, and wizards. Oh, the Bards are enormous. I don't know too much about sorcerers. The amount of people that actually play them and the amount that I've played has not gotten up to that higher level. Druids, wizards, and clerics. I've played high level, level 20. I've seen the crazy stuff they can do. It is nuts. I don't know about sorcerers. They probably have some cool like meta magic stuff, sorcery point. But those three, the druids' animal shape alone is bananas.
They can change into a banana?
Yeah. No. They have unlimited wild shapes, and they can cast all their spells without verbal or somatic components. Even in regular shape, when you're a druid, that's bananas. You just stand there and the world is blowing up around you or changing. Things just happen when you're that high of level. Clerics, they have, I think, level 20. They just get divine intervention. There's not a chance of failure. It just, boom, it goes off. And then, again, wizards. The amount of difference in wizard spells versus cleric and druid and all that. Wizard spells are like another league. They're just class-specific spell lists that really make a difference. Those three alone, and sorcerers kind of like edge in on the wizards primarily. Again, I don't know, familiar with that.
Edge lords.
Very. But then you break it down. You have the Artificer, the Ranger, the Paladin, the Warlock. Oh, the Bard. Those are all just like partial casters and Warlock casters. Mm-hmm. They're just not really reaching it. They have their own flair, but when it comes down to it, those four stand above the rest when they go that high of level. I know that sorcerers are like wizards, so.
What would be the point in anyone ever choosing anything besides that if you're planning on going up to those higher levels?
That's exactly it. Usually most people, this is my personal opinion, most people actually just stick with the caster class.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
No, but I mean, like, so I'm talking in regards to.
Hold on, I was going to go into a 20-minute story.
I know. Again, I'm trying to save you editing.
Yeah, thank you.
My question is, so why would anyone choose like a barbarian character if you're planning on going up to such a high level if at some point you're going to be useless?
Useless and not as powerful, I think, are different classifications here. A barbarian is amazing when he can go toe-to-toe with keeping the giant thing off of the spellcaster in the back. They have their positions. The casters are only so powerful. Constitution-wise, they are glass cannons, essentially. They can warp reality, but if a 20th level fighter and a 20th level wizard go at it, it's initiative-based at that point. If the fighter can get in close enough and he can action surge, I mean, at that level, you have 4 attacks naturally, a bonus action attack probably. You have so much damage you can do in one round. It's more focused fire rather than AoE.
So would you say that it's not really unbalanced? It's just the same game, but
a different animal?
And the same beast?
Yeah, but just with different power levels? You could say the same thing about level 1 Wizard and Barbarian.
No, I think, honestly, if you take a look at it perspective like that, out of combat, you're not going to be able to do an amazing amount as a martial character. The wizard shines greatly in that aspect, unless you are taking a lot of diversity in skills and tools and other things like that as a martial character. But when it comes down to the wizard, they can change everything around you, change all of it.
You would basically say that this comment is a bit superfluous, if I'm using that correctly. Look it up, editor.
You got it.
So it's not that any character is useless at higher levels or at lower levels. It's more that they are not in the situation that would benefit them the most.
Yes, it is situational. Wizard? Gosh. Imagine a wizard in an anti-magic area. Dead. Immediately. A fighter and him? Dead.
What if the wizard went old school?
I'm out of spell slots, but I'm not out of options.
Dude, I'd go with the level of Barbarian.
That would actually be dope. I would love that.
Or Artificer. Just pulls out guns.
I'm not out of options. Throws his cloak back, pulls out guns. Where? What? How? Honestly, I really like the idea that characters would really benefit from that. Because the Ranger's 20th level ability is pretty much garbage. 1 attack per round. You can add your wisdom modifier to damage. I'm like, that's it?
So now they're finally up to the level of rogues.
No, not even close.
No, I meant to the level 1 rogue.
Yeah, it pissed me off. I took 2 levels of Warlock on my 20th level character. It just worked out aesthetically for the story. But staying on topic, Wizard, I read farther than I read on the other video, and it said you actually can cast those 3rd level spells once per day for free at 20th level. I'm like, okay, that's kind of sucky.
Yeah.
Master tier level ability. So I'm like, all right. So obviously you can really just take a level of fighter to begin with and then go straight wizard from there. In the end, if you take that to start, you get saves, you get armor proficiencies, you get everything. I really like that. And then you just take the rest in wizard. And honestly, you can really get rid of some of those end tier abilities. Not the druid. Keep the druid always.
What is with these freaking questions, honey? Like, oh my God. What's with you in classes? Like,
it's a big question. That's
want to
confusing.
talk about race? Want to talk about class? Jesus Christ, lady. Pick a different damn topic. I mean, it's a legitimate topic that I think a lot of people will either hear somebody say or just have that general understanding of colloquially. Got that?
Colloquially. Made me do it. Colloquially.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. So let's go over it. It's very situational.
Yeah.
The 4 big full casters. Yeah. I don't think I'm missing one.
No sorcerer love here.
No, I said 4. So you have wizard, cleric, druid, sorcerer, all 4 casters. And, the bard.
No bard love. They get enough love.
Oh my gosh, we would have gotten so much hate on our video if we didn't mention them. Oh yeah, and then just everyone else. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? Yeah, I don't play bard. Well, I did
Bullshit.
I tried to play a
Mister,
bard.
I'm going to bring my guitar in. Hope everyone doesn't mind. I do a 30-minute song every time I have a 6-second.
I do not. I did like 2 lines. What is your computer doing?
Having a hard time.
So I think you might need to take it out back. Put it down. Please don't add us.
And everyone's least favorite spellcaster, the Bard.
Exactly. No, nay.
But I like how you...
I jest.
I like how you
Last.
talk shit on the sorcerer and just forget the Bard altogether.
The sorcerer's like, at least they remembered
sorcerer,
me.
Useless. Completely. Who's that? I don't know.
At least the sorcerer got recognition over the bard, who was just like, and the big spellcasters, he's just standing up like, he's gonna call me out. Wizard, druid, cleric, and sorcerer. Yep, that's it. Didn't even name him in the other ones either. I should have had a list in front of me. All right. So the main 5.
Today's forecast is brought to you by...
The big 5 are Bard, Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer, and Wizard. These are 5 casters that have full 9th level spell lists. Those are going to be really integral to all the big spell casting. Then you have, after that, partial casters, so Artificer, Paladin, the Ranger, and the Warlock. Those are going to be a little bit of whatever you want, whatever fits your fancy. From there, we're looking at all the rest of the martial classes. The Barbarian, Fighter, Monk, and Rogue.
The only thing better than a spellcaster is a bard. What are you trying to do?
Fighter.
You having a stroke?
I'm just trying to make sure I got them all. Martial classes definitely should expand out into their own areas of flavor, because when you have spellcasters that are so prevalent in power, it's going to be a little bit of a weird dynamic when roleplay comes into, play. That, I think, is where martial characters will shine a little bit more. I'm hoping that most people that try martial characters, the new beginners, because spellcasting can be really daunting at times, I hope they actually have a good DM that focuses on developing their character a little bit more than just the simple numbers and mechanics, because I feel like they might not find that passion for the game if they're not incorporated into that.
Yeah.
What about you, Quill? Do you have anything that you want to add about any of the classes, the dynamics, anything that you see that kind of stands out?
No, Barbarian all the way. Anyway, that just happens to be how we feel about it. What do you think? Is there a particular level where some classes outshine the other, or do you think it's situational based? Let us know down below.
If you enjoyed this conversation, hit like and subscribe. It helps the table grow and keeps the party going. There's also a link in the description where you can vote on what you prefer. Cast your vote, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh, the Bard!
Shall we run through it a couple times?
Yeah. I'd be amazed if we got it right off the bat.
I usually get mine right, and then you say, "Oh no, I wasn't looking at the camera. We gotta do that again." Anyway, that just happens to be how we feel about it. What do you think? Do you think that the things are things, and are there other things? Yes, indeed. Yes.
Yes, I concur.
Catch you in the next one.
Catch you in the next one.
I think, and then my sentence doesn't finish in my head. And then I'm like, wait, where was I going with this?
Would you like to talk? Okay, great. I'll just do the rest. I'll do all the heavy lifting today. Are marshals weaker than casters or vice versa? Leave a comment below.
That sucks.
Okay. Well, okay, whatever. There's also a link in that. Why are you laughing? That was a good take, you piece of garbage. Gosh dang it. That was a good take, and then you're just chuckling over there.
It was.
And if you enjoyed the conversation, hit like and subscribe.
That's even worse.
You
You want to sound normal, not like, everybody accentuates their vowels all the time.
Okay.
If you like this content, make sure to hee on the like button. Anyway. Look at the camera. It's going to have so many takes, it's going to take one word of each take.
And if you got that, yeah. No, I think that sounds good. Just do it into the mic next time. That'd be great.
It just happens to be how we feel about it. I'm going through a tunnel.
The slightest touch of gain. Just a little.
Today's episode is brought to you by Gain. Oh, yeah.
Thanks for diminishing my efforts.
I said bows, not hose. We're not talking about gardening equipment here. What type of channel do you think this is?
I totally didn't connect it until you very sarcastically just said all that. Okay. No editing. No thinking.
No editing. You heard it here, folks.
This is raw.
I'm going to catch up on my editing by just not doing it.
Yeah.
Here's my impression of you.
Can't even hear yours very much.
It's because I'm away from the mic like a normal person.
Yeah.
A 2-hour video? Yeah, cut down to 5 minutes. What do you mean we can't keep things in? Well, 90% of what we record is useless. And half of the usable material is all just us fucking around.
Yeah.
On God.
No cap. I'm clipping that.
You don't even know what that means, old man.